Morning folks, Brooksy. Yep, we're out on another one. Back at Moston, but this time on Warwick's Beach. Quarry today, flatties. Flounder and place, hopefully. Might get the odd dab, you know. We'll have to wait and see. This is a proper mud bank, this one. You might pick up the odd sole and all, you don't know. We'll wait and see. Fresh crab's the bait. I'm working with 2 hook flappers and on one, and 2 hook Wessex rig on the other. Courtesy of Dave Soden Barton, the Wessex rigs, and the 2 hook flappers courtesy of Rods and Rigs in Rill, proprietor Mr. Anthony Parry. Good rigs made by quality components and 2 good rig makers. So, and they catch fish, as I've proven before. They are good lads. Like any road there, we're actually out fishing now. Pete's just cast out his first rod. I've got the 2 out now. We're covering the mud bank between 4 rods. Let's see what happens. It's one of them. We just got to wait and see if there's anything happens. Pete's going to cast his second rod out. Hang on a minute, folks. I'll show you. There's Peter getting his second rod out. Again, Peter's using the same as me. And there we go. That's a good cast. That's gone a nice distance. I'm just on the thing at the back. Pete's gone way out, so he'll get a better chance than I will. But I've only just lobbed it the first. I always do the first cast till we get a bit of depth, and then I'll start whacking it out there. But say morning, Pete.
Morning, mate.
So there he is. That's Peter. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry, folks. And there's my 2. Waiting to bounce over, if they will. If they will turn on it. I'll still put this up just to show you where we are today. We have been out. Weather hasn't been the best. For, last week is my... Oh, I got a bang on both rods. Both rods are tapping. That's a good sign. And I've only just gone out. That's whiting to me. Oops. We'll see. That looks like a whiting to me, like, but we'll have to wait and see. I bloody hope not. They can sod off before they start. But at least I'm having first cast and I've had a bite. Anyways, I'll let you go for now. Oh, before I do, just like I was saying, that's because I had a bite that sort of distracted me. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, every other week now I'm with the wife in the caravan, and I've got to keep her happy, or I can't go fishing. Simple as that, like. But next week we are out, me and Trev. We're going to a spot where we go. I'll explain more when we're there. I don't want to say too much in case people beat me there, you know what I mean? But we will be going next week. That bite's still going on there. It could be a flounder, it could be a white, it could be anything. It could be even a crab having a pull at the bait. Like, we'll just have to wait and see. But there's fish here, so that's a good sign. We'll wait and see how we go. Got a bite going on this rod. Yeah. Just opening up bloody pin whiting. It looked like a whiting bite. Any road, folks. I'll let you go and I'll bring you back if we have anything in a bit. See? You see it?
Oh yeah, that one here, the far one.
I just hope it's not fucking whiting. I don't think it is. I think it's flatty. Like.
This one here, isn't it?
Yeah. These rods are fucking brilliant bite detection on them.
Yeah, they're nice and thin, aren't they? You don't need to be heavy either.
You don't. Not on. That's why I brought these. If I was going to the ship, I'd have brought the other 2. Like,
Yeah.
because you get raised there, you see, don't you?
You've got to pull them out. Yeah.
And I want the bollocks in the rod to pull them out, like you said. Like.
Yeah.
You launched that other fucker out there, didn't you?
Yeah, that went out, didn't it?
You had a good 100 yards there, if not more.
The other one I just put by that gully there, see that?
Yeah.
Where the crease is there.
Yeah.
Just the mark for that.
Say good morning to him, Pete.
Morning, gents, ladies, children.
We'll have a go. It's me and Peter again this morning. Trevor's otherwise employed by his wife. It's her birthday, so he's got to be the good man. It's one of them, innit? That's what happens to us married folk, unfortunately. Any road, I'll bring you back after in a bit, folks. And again. Oh, he's shaking.
Mr. Brooks into his first fish, first cast. And it's not even flooded properly yet. We're only just starting to get the flood, so hopefully it's a good sign.
Staying deep enough.
Here we go. What are we looking? There we go. Ladies, gentlemen.
First fish of the day.
Hold him up like that, Mr. Brooks.
Flounder.
There
Nice
you-
flounder.
First fish of the day. First cast, good sign.
First cast fish. That'll do, mate. There you go, folks. First one of the day, flounder. Just hope the place will come out to play, you know. We got the right bait for them. Fresh peeler. Definitely the right bait for them. Let's just hope they come out to play. Is all. That's better. Put you up a bit higher. That's better. I was only considering it was a feeble little knock, that. Morin had done, and had sucked the bait in. And yeah, it had sucked the bait in. Swallowed it. Went to swim away. Rattled me rod a couple of times. And then it's just laid flat. I'd gone to reel in and I felt it on, so Pete come and filmed it like. There you go. One of them. At least we've had one. No blank for me. That's me blank gone. I just hope I don't have that first cast curse now, where you catch your fish on the first cast and then you catch bugger all day after. Please don't do that. Give me another fish. And I'm happy then. Any road, I'll bring you back later, folks. At least we got a fish on board. That'll do. Welcome back, folks. Quiet now. I hope to God I haven't been cursed with the first bite curse. First cast, first bite, because sometimes that happens, you know. You'll have a cast, you hit a fish, first cast, I get nothing called the after. I don't want that. But if it's that way, inclined it's that way, I'm going to keep tricking the fresh bait at them and see what happens. Fishery here proved that. I only cast out. Only put the rod down, cast the second rod out, sat down, started speaking to him, bump, bite. There you go. Graham's up the top there. He fished with us the other week. He had the ray. He's up there talking to somebody and he's having a look-see. Somebody's trying to fish on the corner and casting out there, mate. You ain't going to be holding bottom in the 29-foot tide. They'd had enough to hold bottom there at 23, never mind the 29. There'll be some pull coming through that corner. That's why I only fish there at sometimes low water, sometimes on the turn, where you can keep the bait out there and not get it dragged across. But them's only on 23-foot tides, you know. I don't do meters, mate, feet and inches, unfortunately. That's the only way I do it. Any road, me regs, like I said, me bait's peeler crab. Now with the peeler crab, what I intend to do is one crab makes two baits. So I get a crab, I peel it right down, legs off, shell off, right down to the meat. Cut the crab in half, and then I put a hook through the sockets, leg sockets of the crab. Make sure the hook's proud, and then whip it on, really whip it on the hook, and the same, and that's the same for the two hooks, you know. you whip it on tight, because remember, you're casting, the last thing you want is your bait slipping down your hook, masking your hook, and you're not going to get a bite like. So, you know, you got to be careful, you know, simple as. Any road, that's what I do, and it works. I always seem to catch the fish, so I'm lucky that way. Any road, folks, I'll let you go. Graham's coming for the chat by the looks of it, so I'll let you go for now. If I have anything else, I'll let you know. Bring you back in a bit. In a bit, folks.
Did it run towards you?
I can't feel it. Well, I felt it then.
It went
I
flat.
don't know whether it's on though.
That's a bass, I think. No.
Told you. Wasn't on. Hey folks, had to make a little bit of an adjustment to where I was sitting. Tide's coming up a bit higher now. I just had a cracking bite. Slack line, missed it. Could have been a place, could have been a bass. We'll never know. One of them. But at least it's still here. I've had bites on both rods. Nothing at the moment. Very finicky, the bites. Not big takes. Even the flounder I had was just a little rattle like that. Just went beep 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 and just laid on the bait. It swallowed the bait, so I had to do me trick with me forceps, but it's all good. It's all gone. Swam off, fight another day. As I do with flounder, I don't eat them myself personally. I don't eat plaice either, but I know a few lads that do, so if I do have a decent one, that'll be coming for the table for me making work. I've promised him for over 2 years, I still haven't played. I keep forgetting because I don't eat them. You know what I mean? I put them back. And he looks at me every weekend, after every weekend. No, I forgot again, Cock. You're going to have to keep reminding me, that's all. Just text me. That's what I said to him. Just text me when I'm fishing, which he has done today. So hopefully I'll remember. We'll leave it and see what happens. At the moment I'm on the curse of the first cast, so we'll have to wait and see. Any road, folks, I'll bring you back if and when we have anything. In a bit. Welcome back again. Still no fish, except for that one flounder. Just can't quite put my finger on it. Are we overcasting? Any road, I've just tried the short lob, and let's see. Are we overcasting, or is it just going to be one of them mornings? We'll be here till about 10:30, 11, and that'll be our lot. We have that hour back where the water starts dropping off. They start to feed again then, see, because they know they're not going to get much after off the bank, so they tend to come on the bank and feed. But not at this moment. I've had that one good hit, like, give me a slack line. Peter, and I got to say I agree with him. Peter seems to think that was a bass, you know, because he slack lined me like. He seems to think that was a bass because it was a hell of a pull down and slack line. And the bait was pulled round on the hook. So I tend to agree with him there. It probably was a bass that. There you go. I'm only fishing with one hose. I'm not prepared for bass really. I'm only using a Wessex rig and on a flapper, you know. But after the mainstay was after plaice today, but they're not showing at the moment. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of us here fishing. There's a lad and his son on the corner. Graham's turned up. He's setting up now. I think he's fishing it out here. There's me and there's Peter. And I haven't seen a fish yet, except mine. That's the only fish I've seen. So I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. So like I said, I've lobbed one short now. I'm going to get another bait prepared, bring the other one in, and won't lob that out as far now. I'll just throw it onto the bank just before the bank goes like that, and then it slopes down. into the channel. So I want it about halfway. I want it about halfway. And I think we could be overcasting. Just overcasting. So we'll wait and see anyway. See what happens. Another thing I think it could be, it might not have been a bass, that could be a slackline. Could be an eel, silver eel. Little strap, you never know. You don't know in this water, mate. You can only surmise, you know, guess. So, there we go. Very, very slow, hard fishing again. Can't put my finger on it. Conditions are perfect. Nice clear morning. Sun's out. It was flat as a fluke before. We've got a slight little breeze now. And I mean it's a little breeze, let me show you. It's only a little breeze. There's bugger all to it. About putting a ripple on the water, folks, you know. Just about putting a ripple on the water. So, there we go. I think you can just about see a ripple. And that's it. That's it. So, all we can do is get the baits and put the baits out there. If the fish are not there to take them, we can't force them to take them, you know. I wish we could. But there you go. Hence the name fishing, not catching. It's what it's all about. You fish for them. If you catch them, you catch them. I'm lucky I've had one, so I haven't blanked. That's the main thing. For me today, I'm keeping up my non-blanking streak. But we'll see how things progress now. See if they progress any further for us. If they don't, well, we've been here, we've had a cracking morning out, me and Pete. Rather than sitting in the house being fed up, we've been out and we've had to go. And we'll come and try again. I always do. It's one of them, I love the game, you know. I love to fish in the skis yard. I was up to 4:45 this morning. So, yeah. Again, like I said, with the Wessex rigs, one on the bottom as a runner, and then a one-up rig, if you like. So the bottom rig, the bottom part of the Wessex rig's a runner, and then you've got the top half of it is like a one-up rig, if you like. And then I got a 2-hook flapper on the left rig, on the left rod, you know. On the other rig left. One hooks on both. Nothing's happening. It's dark quiet. I mean, Pete thought he had a knock, but he thinks a bird could have flew through here and all. So it's been very quiet for Pete. It's been very quiet for me. So what can you say? What can you do? Let's see if Graham can do anything. You know. Normally this time of the year now, when we come, is the time that the place start feeding, you know. But I don't know, it's a funny old thing, it doesn't seem to be happening. I know. I've normally had 3 or 4 places by this time of the year. All I've had is flounder, I've had no place. I haven't had one, so I don't know what's going on. Is he getting netted? Are they getting hammered? Are they chucking shit in the water again? Because I know it's happening in Liverpool, it's happening on the Mersey. And I feel sorry for the lads, you know. They work so hard to clean that river up, and now they're dumping waste back in the water. So that's another thing you can thank your government for. Allowing dumping in the water, it's a disgrace. It's the same in Wales. Wales are the same. Toxic waste in South Wales. I mean, where's the sense in that? You know, people have been questioning what happened to the cod last winter. It sort of says it all, doesn't it? The amount of shit that they're chucking in the river. Cod just don't want to come in, and I don't blame them either. Good morning. Okay. Yeah, you? It's lovely. I think I've had the curse of the first cast bite.
Yeah, I believe so. Flatty, isn't it?
I had a flounder, yeah. I've had a few bites since. I had a good one, a right pull down on a slack line. Got a feeling that was either a big silver eel or a bass, like. Because the bait had been pulled round, you know. Yeah, I've fished here ever since I was 8 years of age and 65 now. Been here with my dad all my life. And you know, I just say now on the line here, on my video here now, I've fished here since I was 8. I've always had place here. Yeah. This is the only year I still haven't caught a place.
I seen one the other day or the other week.
Bring you back in a minute, folks. Well, folks, still no fish, only that one. I will put it up just to show you that I have been out. Like Pete's told me to put it up any road. He said just show the folks. This is definitely the curse of the first cast. I thought we were going to have a cracking sesh, you know. I mean, we're top of the tide now. Tide's on the turn. It's definitely dropping down. It's on the move back. Now, normally, if it doesn't fish up on this beach, it fishes down for at least an hour and a half. But I said to Pete, we'll give it till 10:30. Give it that hour back. No joy, bollocks to it. Bollocks to it. And I'm sorry about the language, but that's how I feel. You know, you get up, you get all your stuff prepared, you've got perfect conditions, there's nothing different. And normally, like I said, this time of the year, I've had a good half a dozen. A good half a dozen place. I haven't had one this year. They've all been flounder. Not the same place anyway, but the amount of rain we've had, the agricultural water running into the river, off the fields and the rivers, plus what they're dumping on themselves, because they are dumping in. You've only got to see the Mersey for that one. There's all sorts floating down the river. It's a shame. They've worked hard to get that river clean, you know, over the years. Like. Anyway, like I said, we'll give it till 10:30, me and Pete. And if there's no joy, I'll take Pete home, put my petrol in when I'm on my way back, and then I'll pick her up from work, and then I got to go shopping with her this afternoon. Oh, the joys of being a married man. But there you go. Swings and roundabouts. The girl never stops me fishing. I'll give it a due. So one of them, eh? Any road. If we had anything, I'll bring you back. I just had a little knock on the right hand side rod by the looks of it. But could be crap. Oh, we'll wait and see. I'll let you go for now, and if we have anything, I'll bring you back in a bit, folks. This has definitely been a hard day at the office today. I mean, hang on. You can see over there, I hope. There's a father and son right on the bend there. Graham's there. Peter's there. And I'm here. His son's using 2 rods, he's using 2 rods. Graham's using 2 rods. So that's 6. 8 with mine. 10 with Peter's. Yeah? 10 with Peter's. My 2. I've whacked them right out now, by the way. Casts, nothing. So I've whacked them right out and see what happens. But very quiet. Talking to a local lad here. He'll know who he is. I don't know his name, but he knows me from my videos, so he subscribed to me, obviously. So he said I'm famous. Yeah, only to people that know me. That's all. I said, but mind you, wherever I go, somebody knows me. You can ask Trev that one, he'll tell you. And he was saying that after all this rain and all the agricultural water, the rivers getting the agricultural drainage in, after they've been like muck spread in and whatever, and then all the rain on top, and then it's gone into the river. It's probably what's knocked it off, you know. This is funny for me. I've had place by now, but we have had a lot, as you all know yourself. We've had an exceptional amount of rain this year. Where it's come from, I don't know. But yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? You know, I mean, when I got up, there wasn't a cloud in the sky, and now look, it's starting to cloud over. Funny old weather. I've never seen clouds like these. These are weird looking clouds, these. So, I don't know. Maybe there's some truth in what they say about chemtrails. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me in the least. But there you go. I don't believe in them, like, but a lot of people do. So, there you go. You can tell it's quiet because I'm talking some shit. But there you go. That's me all over, innit? You know, got to find something to do. Because it's getting... I've even got you on me selfie stick at the moment. Graham's having a fag. I'm glad I give that shit up. My chest since COVID. I'm glad I gave up 10 years before I had that shit. I wouldn't have been here now. I don't think so. Myself, like, I've been a lucky lad. I'm getting tired. I've been up since 4:45. I know somebody will be snoring on the chair after. When I pick the missus up and we come home, I dare say I'll fall asleep for an hour. It'll do me no harm. Any road, folks, like I said, I'll bring you back if we have anything. If not, I'll see you when I do my outro. In a bit. Well, the curse of the first casts. Pete's just took off because it looks like he's just nailed one. On, Pete? There you are, he's got it on. He's got it on. Well done, Mr. Gabriel. At least you haven't blanked like me, lad. Get it in.
Things just come off me.
No, it hasn't.
Fucking has.
You're joking?
No.
Keep coming.
Come on.
Well, fucking hell. He's lost the foot. It's come off. That's the gut of that, isn't it? That's the gut of that, mate. Wasted all that time.
Fuck's sake.
Got him. It was a fish. It was on and all, wasn't it? It was definitely on, Pete, that. Go for it. We may as well have another 10 minutes, haven't we? See what happens. I don't know what's going on here, this venue. Normally, mate, by this time of the tide now, whether it's coming up or going back, we've had at least a dozen fish, you know. I mean, there's 10 rods here altogether. And there's one fish. And that was on, that, wasn't it? Because they seen it fighting against you, you know. That's terrible, that, isn't it? Right, bring you back in a bit, folks. Well, folks, home. And yeah, it was the dreaded first cast, first fish curse. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I could do about it. We threw everything at him. I'm knackered. We threw everything at him. All fresh, pristine, peeler crab. Best bait out for any place, flatty, bass, anything that's out there, really. And not a touch. After I had that flounder, I had that one flounder. But what I did notice floating down the river was loads of dead algae. Loads of it. And I've got a feeling, let's put the fish down. To be honest. Pete hit one. Pete got into one. But, oh, sorry. Sorry. My girls just knocked me camera out my hand, that's all. She just knocked the camera out my hand. Big baby, didn't you? But, yeah, Pete hit into one. He got one on. Bringing it in. I was filming it. You'll see it on the video. I was filming it and it just come off. I had one exactly the same. Had it on, was fighting, got it so far in, come off. I don't think they're feeding like they should be. I don't know whether they're still spawning. Because with all this water and whatever, it's held them back perhaps. and they're still spawning, or is there algae in the river, or all that rain we've had's pushed all that treatments they put on the fields, agricultural treatments, you know what I mean, like muck spreading and all that, and it's rained and it's all gone into the river and it's knocked it silly. I don't know what's going on, but by this time last year I'd had 4 place, none this year up to now, so I'll get one. I will get one. I'll just keep going back till I do. I won't give up. I'll have a place sooner or later. I'll get one. There's a few other marks I can try yet. It was Warwick's Beach today. That place either fishes or it doesn't. And the first cast I had that fish. And I thought, we have a good day. I'm sorry, I'm yawning, I'm knackered. And I thought we were going to have a good day, and then it kept creeping in, and then of course I mentioned it. I could have put the UG on myself, because I mentioned the dreaded first cast, first fish curse, and that's exactly what happened. Anyway, folks, sorry you didn't have more fish to show you on this episode, but there's not a lot we can do about it. We can only go out there and try and catch them. Simple as. We can only go out there and try and catch them. That's why it's called fishing. It's not called catching, it's called fishing. If you caught every time you went out, you'd be catching, wouldn't it? Simple as that. Anyway, without further ado, I'll let you go. Now, we are out again next week on another venue. I won't say well or where we're going, because if I do, somebody's going to beat us there, and then we won't be able to fish it. So when I get there next Saturday, I'll tell you where we are, and we'll sort it out from there. So without further ado, I'll let you go. Thanks for watching this video. If you do like my videos, and you know people that like fishing, please tell them about my channel, and tell them to subscribe if they want to. It'd help me out if they did, but there you go. If you don't, you don't. I'm not in it for anything. I'm just in it to give you folks an insight into how to catch fish. That's all. That's all. Any road. Without further ado, I'll let you go. I'll speak to you soon. Brooksy's saying, if you're out today, be safe. Watch the roads. There's loads of people driving on the roads today. It's bank holiday weekend. If you are out fishing, be safe and careful and look after yourselves. So until next time, Brooksy's saying, in a bit.